For me, I think this is the perfect device. What's going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Friday Vape Club. As always, your host Squiddly Tris back for another review for you. Today we are looking at a single battery regulated device. This is the Arez 120 from Hellvape. So it's a single battery, as I said. It's capable of 120 watts. It is one piece aluminium alloy, depends on how you say it. And yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. No bells and whistles with this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive down. We're going to take a very quick look around it, and then we'll jump back up top here. We'll do the pros, cons, price, and if I think this is worth it or not, I'll give my recommendation. So stick around and watch this video. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button for me. Do not forget to smash that like button and drop a comment down below. So yeah, let's dive down and get up and close with this thing. Right, so let's get up close and personal with the Arez 120 watt. What I'm going to do is put some couple of specs right here for you, but let's talk about this thing. So overall dimensions, it is 83 millimeters tall, it is 43 millimeters across, and it is 26 millimeters in diameter, meaning you will only fit up to a 26 millimeter atomizer on top. It is made of a single piece of aluminium alloy. It has been precision CNC milled, and this is what you get. Hey, very, very fancy. It'll do up to 120 watts. It does have a resistance range of 0.1 up to 2 ohms, and it can take an 18650, a 2700, and a 21700. Now, the maximum wattage is also dependent on the battery that you do have. So if you have a 21700 in here, you will get the 420 watts. If you do have an 18650, I think it limits it down to around the 80 watts and somewhere around the 100 watts for the 2700. Up the top here, you do have a gold-plated spring-loaded 510 pin. Down the front here, you do have this nice recess where your fire button and your up and down button sit. Now this fire button, it protrudes a little bit and it's got a very nice click. It is a very springy and tactile button. You do have your up button and you do have your down button, and they have the exact same feel as the fire button. This is your 0.96 OLED display. It tells you everything that you need to know on the screen. Very nice big numbers. Love the text that comes along with this thing. You have your wattage, you have your resistance, your applied voltage, and your puff counter, also your battery level indicator there as well. Now, being that this is a straight wattage device, there is no function to go into. There are a couple of hotkeys though. If you push the up and the fire button together, you will see that I've locked the device. So that means that I cannot change the wattage up or down, but I am able to still fire the device. And now if I push the down button and the fire button, the trash symbol comes up and my puff counter has been reset. There is another feature of this which I really like, and that is if you hold the up and the down button together, you can change the color of the screen. I kind of prefer the negative display. Down the bottom here, you do have your USB-C charging port and your battery door. It's one of those screw type battery doors where you need to kind of get your fingers in there and work this bloody thing out. You've got the battery orientation on the underside. You have Arez on the back, and that's pretty much it. It's super lightweight, coming in at about 100 odd grams without the battery, and yeah, what more do you want? Just a gem, a perler, absolute bloody ripper, mate. So let's take a look at the packaging. This is the packaging that the Arez comes in. As you can see, lovely picture on the front. It's a very red. It's very red. You get some features down the side here, information on the back, and on the inside you do receive. You get a little adapter so you can fit an 18650 on the inside. You get a USB-C charging cable. You get a warranty card, and you get a user manual. All right, that was a quick look around the packaging. Let's jump back up top for pros, cons, and the price. Okay, so there we had a quick look around the Arez. I'm just going to screw an atomizer on top, and I'm going to take this thing for a vape. So I've got a single 21700 battery in here. I have got the launcher on top by Wire Ice. It is at 43 watts. Let's do this. Push that fire button and it goes. Very, very nice indeed. So let's talk about the pros and the cons for this thing. Okay, pros wise, there is heaps to like about this device. It is super lightweight, being that it's made of aluminium, as well as being very durable because it's that one piece. You know that there's not elements that can break. I like that about it. The design and the overall look of this thing is absolutely gorgeous. This is just a very sleek design. It kind of almost looks arty in a way. You know, very simple, very elegant. I like that about it. It does have the ability to take 18650, 21700 or 2700. The other cool thing about this, and I know it's not going to be for everybody, but it is a straight up wattage device. There's no temperature control, there's no bypass mode, there's no variable voltage. It's just wattage. I like that. I've been searching for a product like this for a long time. I don't need all the other stuff. I just want to push a fire button and I want it to vape and I want to be able to choose my wattage, and this does that. It satisfies that. It's built very well as well. Like I said, at the one of the other pros that I said is that it is in fact milled from a single piece of aluminium, and it's just the craftsmanship on this thing. It is absolutely sensational. It just looks amazing. I love it. It's got a nice screen on the front there as well. You can see everything and the display is very, very legible. That's kind of it. That's really what I've got for you. From pros wise, let's talk about the cons, shall we? So there are going to be a couple of cons. Now these cons, I can see other people having issues with them. I don't have issues with them, so I'll just put that right up front now. I can see people having issue that it will only take up to a 26mm atomizer, so you're only going to fit a 26mm across the front. Anything more than that and you will get overhang. And the other one, I know people will have issues with the fact that it is only a wattage device. It doesn't really affect me, but I can see people wanting to have variable voltage and bypass and stuff like that. I can see the benefit of it. I think it works very well for what it is. So let's talk about the price of this thing, shall we? Price. Looking around the internet, do a little bit of Google foo, I found this on sale for $120 here in Australia and around about the $80 in the United States. Now that does sound like a fair amount of coin to invest in a device that is only variable wattage. And I can kind of agree with you. Yeah, it is that hefty price. But when you consider how well this thing vapes, how well it looks, and that it is made from one single piece of aluminium, CNC'd very, very nicely, very precision. I can see why they can justify at $120 for this. There's no real moving parts that are gonna break. The only thing that you may have issue with is the chip. And as far as I can see, it's a pretty decent chipset. So you look after this thing and it will last you. I think it's a solid investment at 120 bucks. So if I had to give this thing a rating out of best device ever, worst device ever, nothing in between, just best or worst, it does fit in that best category. For me, I think this is the perfect device. It's black, it's sleek, it's sexy, it's only variable wattage, takes a 21700 battery, and it does up to 120 watts for me with the 21700 battery. What more can I ask for? Hence why, the best category. So that is it for this episode, for this review of the Hellvape Arez 120 watt. Big thank you to Vapor State for sending this my way for review. Really do appreciate it. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Please like, please share, please subscribe, like I always say. And remember YouTube, keep it cloudy.